Danfo offers unparalleled, curated, and bespoke tours across Africa for travelers seeking genuine cultural experiences, enriched with magnificent sights, sounds, and flavors found on the continent. Each trip is reliably curated to ensure visitors are gifted with an immersive and authentic adventure. Whether you find yourself strolling along the charming white sand beaches of Sierra Leone, feasting on the mouth-watering delicious foods in Senegal, observing or partaking in various aspects of the Isheshi traditional system Ifa native to Yoruba land, Nigeria, with Danfo, you will rediscover a fulfilling sense of kinship to the true heart of the motherland, her communities. Our core values focus on integrity, quality, safety, and sustainability. We are uniquely committed to assisting with the advancement of African infrastructure and promoting African businesses, so both travelers and the communities they visit receive beneficial exchanges. At Danfo, we understand the importance of connectivity, and we have created a model which provides bespoke experiences based on your passions or hobbies. With us, expect a long-lasting spiritual bond between you and your destinations. Live, love, Danfo, Africa. To learn more, visit danfo.africa.
At the Okoli Law Group, we specialize in producing justice. If you or a loved one in the Atlanta metro area is facing serious criminal charges, then you need serious legal representation.
The Okoli Law Group is here for you. The Okoli Law Group is here for us.
The Okoli Law Group, serious legal representation.
Peace, fam. We are live again. Donnie Samir, search for Uhuru. Thank you all. Thanks so much for joining. Make sure you hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Also, make sure you share and make sure you subscribe. I will greatly appreciate it. I appreciate you all. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Again, shout out to everybody in the chat room. Like I said, I'm going to be on here more consistently. I took like a month off. Again, I was gone for like I wasn't gone. I just wasn't live on here for like a month. But we're going to make sure we're back. And and engaged more for you all. So again, hit that like button. Make sure you share. Make sure you subscribe. Got a couple of announcements. Announcement number one, we're rolling to Cape Town. Again, we are rolling to Cape Town. That is March 25th through April 2nd for the Jazz Festival. Again, we're rolling to Cape Town. That's March 25th through April 2nd for the Cape Town International Jazz Festival. We are also going to Senegal in May. That's May 9th to the 18th for the Senegal Jazz Festival. Then we're rolling to, where else are we going? Nigeria in August for the Oshun Festival. And then September 20th to the 29th, we're going to Zanzibar. And then we're going to go to Ghana and Ivory Coast. That will be in November. So please visit donfo.africa. Again, please visit donfo.africa to learn more. Again, please visit donfo, DANFO.africa to learn more. We'd love to have you on one of our many excursions and experiences. So please visit donfo.africa to learn more. I appreciate you guys. Let's jump into today's topic. Since Nigeria intervened in the coup attempts in Benin, and there's been a lot of mixed reactions when it comes to this intervention. A lot of people are saying that Nigeria wasn't being sincere, that they are puppets of France, and it was France that told them to go into Benin and stop what they're doing. Some people are saying it needed to be done because Nigeria shares a border with Benin. So people are torn on what happened recently in Benin with the if you guys don't know, there was an attempted coup, and people are torn about the uh, reaction that Nigeria had, with their intervention. Some people support it. Then we have Trump. Trump is saying that Christians are being there's a Christian genocide in Nigeria, but they're killing Muslims too. And that is reason enough for Trump to get involved in Nigeria. And if you guys don't know, in fact, let me play this real quick. A Nigerian tanker was seized by the U.S. off the coast of Venezuela. Let me play this real quick.
Welcome to the News Hour. The United States today seized a tanker ship off the coast of Venezuela. Attorney General Pam Bondi said in a social media post that a warrant was executed for the crude oil tanker that was once used to transport sanctioned oil from both Venezuela and Iran. Nick Schifrin's been following this all, and he joins me here now. So, Nick, what happened today?
Well, as you just said, Pam Bondi just announced that the military, with the Coast Guard and the FBI's help, seized this tanker off the coast of Venezuela. And Bondi also posted this video. You can see it there, a helicopter hovering above the ship. You can see service members rappelling down onto the ship. Eventually, they draw their guns to seize this ship. I mean, it goes without saying, but this is highly unusual to see in the Caribbean, the military launching an armed seizure of a tanker. It was announced today by President Trump.
We've just seized a tanker on the coast of Venezuela, large tanker, very large. Largest one ever seized, actually. It was seized for a very good reason.
So as you said, Amna, Bondi said the tanker was sanctioned by the U.S. as part of an illicit oil shipping network for supporting foreign terrorist organizations. But this is also a clear attempt to pressure Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. And it's an attempt to pressure him through economic means, in the sense that it is an attempt to pressure Venezuela's exports of oil. Take a listen to Ryan Berg, the Center of Strategic and International Studies, who calls today a significant escalation.
This comes at a time when Maduro is under a lot of pressure to leave. One of the key ways that he will think he can remain in power is if he has enough revenue.
Hey, you guys, listen, I apologize. I got the wrong story and the wrong tanker mixed up. I apologize. Let me go to the right story. I guys, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. But the US did seize a Nigerian tanker. It just wasn't off the coast of Venezuela. Don't judge me, guys. Don't judge me. Let me read the article right here. Yeah, don't laugh at me, you guys. Don't laugh at me. All right, here we go. U.S. seizes Nigerian-owned supertanker over alleged crude theft. Lagos, the United States Coast Guard, in collaboration with the U.S. Navy, has intercepted Nigerian-owned supertanker Skipper over alleged allegations of crude oil theft, piracy, and other transnational crimes. The vessel, a 20-year-old, all these dang ads, goodness. The vessel, a 20-year-old, very large crude carrier VLCC with IMO number 9304667, is reportedly owned and managed by Nigerian-based Thumarose Global Ventures Ltd. though its registered owner is listed as Triton Navigation Corp, headquartered in Marshall Islands. Authorities said the tanker was illegally flying the Guyanese flag at the time of its arrest. In a swift rebuttal, Guyana's Maritime Administration Department confirmed that skipper is not on its national ship registry and was using the country's flag without authorization. According to U.S. security sources, the seizure was carried out under American law enforcement authority, with President Donald Trump announcing the operation. Beyond suspicions of stolen crew, the vessel is also being investigated for allegedly transporting a large consignment of hard drugs and operating within a network backed by suspected Iranian and other Islamist-linked money laundering financiers. A check with the Corporate Affairs Commission Abuja showed that Tom Rose is inactive. Further checks by Vanguard showed that Tom Rose corporate address is listed as 111 Jackpaw Road, Alpha Warrior State, with CAC Corporate Affairs Commission registration number 1007876. However, there are no phone numbers linked to the company. It shows weakness in our port state control regime. Reacting to the seizure, president of the Center of Marine Surveyors, Nigeria, Akin Olaniyan, said that if the vessel indeed departed from Nigeria before being intercepted, it would indicate weakness in Nigeria's port control regime. According to him, if the vessel emanated from Nigeria, it suggests our port state control is practically non-existent. It also means any vessel leaving Nigerian waters may come under stricter scrutiny by port state control authorities in other countries. This issue has nothing to do with Nigeria as a country, but with regulatory enforcement. Similarly, the National President of Oil and Gas Providers Association of Nigeria, Mazi Coleman Obasi, said, I have never heard that Nigeria has a super tanker and that it is not active in CAC. I don't know if stakeholders are aware. Anyway, the government and other agencies can do more. Speaking also, President of the Ship Owner Association of Nigerian, Otubosola Adewumi, noted that he could not comment on the seizure of the vessel as he has yet to receive sufficient details about the circumstances surrounding its arrest. He appealed for more time to ascertain the vessel's ownership and registration status. Similarly, former Director General of Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, Mr. Temisan Omatseye, said he had only just received information about the vessel's arrest and could not give an informed reaction. Okay. Well, there we go with that. So that's interesting. But I'll put the link in the chat room if you guys want to call in and add to the conversation. You're more than welcome to call in and add to the conversation. But should the United States of America intervene? Again, should the United States of America intervene when it comes to what's going on in northern Nigeria with the kidnappings, people being held for ransom? Should Donald Trump get involved or intervene in the same manner that Nigeria intervened with Benin? Links in the chat room if you guys want to call and click on the link. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Danful offers unparalleled, curated, and bespoke tours across Africa for travelers seeking genuine cultural experiences, enriched with magnificent sights, sounds, and flavors found on the continent. Each trip is reliably curated to ensure visitors are gifted with an immersive and authentic adventure. Whether you find yourself strolling along the charming white sand beaches of Sierra Leone, feasting on the mouth-watering delicious foods in Senegal, observing or partaking in various aspects of the Isheshe traditional system Ifa, native to Yoruba land, Nigeria, with Danful, you will rediscover a fulfilling sense of kinship to the true heart of the motherland, her communities. Our core values focus on integrity, quality, safety, and sustainability. We are uniquely committed to assisting with the advancement of African infrastructure and promoting African businesses, so both travelers and the communities they visit receive beneficial exchanges. At Danful, we understand the importance of connectivity, and we have created a model which provides bespoke experiences based on your passions or hobbies. With us, expect a long-lasting spiritual bond between you and your destinations. Live, love, Downful, Africa. To learn more, visit downful.africa.
All right, guys, links in the chat room. If you want to call in, ask the conversation, you can. If not, we'll go ahead and close out. But so you guys can be familiar with what's going on with Trump going into Nigeria. Here we go. Have you guys been keeping up with what's going on with oh, here we go, right here.
That's kind of cool. Just drag it? Just drag it.
Fox has been all over the story, specifically the Faulkner focus, and now it's heating up again. Let's get to it. Christians in Nigeria targeted by radical Islamic terrorists. It's been going on for years, but we're at a fever pitch point now because thousands of people are dying. In the latest ambush, members of a church were reportedly attacked during Sunday service. So we've seen this over and over. This is just the latest one. Over the last few weeks, they've been hitting churches with people in them and taking children and worshipers. A watchdog group says in this latest one, the pastor, his wife, and several congregants were abducted. Last month, more than 250 students and 12 staff members were taken at gunpoint from a Catholic school in central Nigeria, what they call the Middle Belt. We're now learning about 100 of those children have been freed. So the pressure that President Trump has put on the pressure of Nigeria finally yielded a little movement. They need to go find thousands and rescue the millions that are displaced. But no movement until Trump made a threat. The remaining victims are still hostages across that country. President Trump has told Nigeria's government it needs to crack down now or else. And lawmakers say President Trump is crafting a new sanctions plan to put the pressure on tighter on that government.
They're killing record numbers of Christians in Nigeria. And they have other countries very bad also. You know that part of the world, very bad. They're killing the Christians and killing them in very large numbers. We're not going to allow that to happen.
The U.S. mission to the United Nations is also taking on the issue. I moderated that panel on the issue with Ambassador Mike Waltz and rap star Nicki Minaj. Here's the ambassador.
In 2019, he was the first president ever, Harris, to convene all world leaders here at the United Nations during the General Assembly and say enough is enough. And it was a global call to protect religious freedom. Clergy are being beheaded.
Yeah.
Churches are being burned. Families chased out of their homes simply for wearing a cross, simply for saying Christ is king and that they worship Jesus. And enough is enough.
And there is a person on this mission.
You know what's interesting? There's still a large group of society that would tell you that the traditional worshipers, Isheshe, Voodoo, that they would say that we're the problem. There's a large segment in demographic in society that would say those that preserve and practice traditional religion, or it's really spirituality, they will say that the Sheshe worshipers are the problem.
Republican Congressman Riley Moore, who just led a congressional delegation, not over Zoom, but by armored vehicle. You went into this country at a time when they are taking Christians, and you went to these camps of internally displaced people. First of all, welcome to the focus. Tell me what the people told you.
Well, Harris, it was really shocking. The stories that we heard, the imagery, it was, I've never witnessed anything like that personally in my life. I met one woman, and I see you're showing some of the pictures, who had lost her entire family. 5 of her children were murdered right in front of her, and she was pregnant at the time and was able to escape. She had that child at an internally displaced camp. And I mean, you could just see that her soul had literally left her body. And there are countless stories like this. Another woman was attacked. Her family was attacked. She lost her husband, her 2 daughters, and they murdered her unborn child. These Islamic terrorists murdered her unborn child and took it right out of her.
You know, I don't know.
It's beyond words.
I don't know if my team has it, but we do have a picture of one of those women with her baby in her lap, and you're standing with her. So I'll ask my team to kind of shuttle through these pictures so that we can show even more. Look, Congressman Moore, the president right now is waiting to hear from you. You are preparing a report. Let's talk about the news. There she is. So beautiful. I mean, I can only imagine what it was like to have to leave that camp knowing that your mission ahead is for them.
No, absolutely, Harris. And this mission was part of our report. This was a fact-finding mission. There were 5 members of Congress in total that went there. We went to Benue State, which is one of the most dangerous states in the country of Nigeria. This is where all the Christians, a majority of them, are being murdered for their faith in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But I felt that we had to go there, so we went in armored vehicles with security and went there and visited with these people, visited with these Christians, Christian associations, Bishop Anagbe, the Catholic Church, Protestant leaders as well, and got ground truth that we're going to go report back to the president. And we're going to make recommendations in the report that he has asked us to do. He's asked myself and Chairman Tom Cole to give him a report and report back to him. And we're going to do that by the end of this month.
Are people afraid there? I mean, how many people are in these protection camps?
Well, in protection camps, probably really not the right word, Harris. They're in IDP camps, but the Fulani, these Islamic radicals, are attacking the IDP camps. They're attacking them in the camps. And for those who say this is about climate change and land and things like that and economically driven, why would you burn down a church? Why would you attack an IDP camp? Screaming Allah Akbar. I think that it's very clear what the answer is there, right? They're trying to erase the Christians in Benue State and around Nigeria from their ancestral homeland.
Yeah, and some kind of bizarre caliphate, I would imagine, is part of the plan too. Look, Congressman Moore, I want to bring you back once that lands on the president's desk and you've delivered that report. Thank you so very much for being here first. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Harris, and thank you for all your coverage on this. God bless you.
Hey, everyone. I'm Emily.
There it is, guys. There it is. So I'll put the link in the chat, back in the chat room, if you guys want to call in as a conversation, you can. If not, we'll go ahead and close out. But, love to hear your guys' input. Love to hear you guys' input. The United States sponsors terrorist groups in Africa. Boko Haram is one of them. Hey, but that was through USAID, and Trump caught that, and Rubio caught that, and that's why they've stopped. Well, I don't think they've completely stopped USAID, but they've definitely have put I would say completely ceased sending aid to these countries, but they've definitely limited the budget. There we go. Shrunk the budget. So yeah, so everyone, thank you so much for joining. Like, share, and subscribe. I got some books back here I need to read. Oh, Bang. Okay, Bang's here. Go ahead, Bang. Unmute yourself, Bang. Bang. Gotta unmute yourself. Bang. Okay, here. All right, let Bang try to get it together. I'll put the link back in the chat room. If no one calls in, I got some reading I got to catch up on. I got some new books. In fact, I'm completely behind. There's not enough hours in the day There's not enough hours in the day, you guys. Bang, you got it together? Bang. Okay. Everyone, thanks. Okay, here we go. We got Abdul. Go ahead, Abdul. Abdul.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. What's going on?
Hey, Abdul, you're going in and out, man. We could barely hear you. You're going in and out. I heard you out first, but now you're going in and out.
Yeah, you hear me now?
Huh?
Yeah, I said major is a major. I think I'm hearing myself. I don't know. It's echo. Hold on. Let me turn off my Bluetooth.
Okay. All right.
Okay, now can you hear me?
Yeah, that's better. Go ahead.
Okay. So now, I hope you can hear me clearly. So what I feel like is going on right now, I feel like it's a major geopolitical shift. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. I heard you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's a delay. There's a delay. I don't know if you can. If
Yeah,
you
I
can.
think it's on your end.
Yeah,
Bang.
it's a
I'm
delay.
yourself, Bang.
Yeah, can you hear me, Dinus?
I hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's. I'm not gonna say this, right? It's funny how our government in America are like the world police and everything, right? They want to go save certain people and stuff like that, right? So people always say the problem is it's in the north, right? So, can you if you ask other people, right, that live in the southeast, because I'm not sure if you do deal with them or if they are very honest with you, what's really going on within their states as well, because I wonder if some of them could actually go to Christmas in December in their villages as well, because it's funny how always when people mention Nigeria, the problem they constantly say the north. They constantly say the north, as if, as if like the other people that live in the south and the southeasterners, they don't like unalive themselves, and then
Well, Bang. The majority of the issues in Nigeria is coming from the north.
no, no,
That's
no,
just
no,
a
no
fact.
diamonds, no diamonds, no diamonds.
Bang. It is. Bang. It is.
I'm telling you the truth. Trust me, diamonds. Some
Bang. The
problems
majority.
problems are
Bang. Hundreds of people at one time aren't getting kidnapped in the southeast
okay. Okay,
at the
diamonds,
rate they
right?
are in the north.
If I
I'm sorry, the south. Period. I'm sorry, southeast, southwest. Like they are in the north. I mean, it's what it is, Bang. I'm sorry, man.
no,
You're just being biased. I know you're
I'm not.
full. You're just
I'm not
being
being
biased,
biased,
man.
Dennis.
The North is a
I'm not
problem.
being biased. I'm not being biased at all. I'm a very fair guy, 100%. I am.
Right. Okay.
But what I'm trying to say is this. This is the thing, right? If you have, let's just say, like that guy that got sentenced to life in prison for terrorists, right? You know, if you hear the things he said, right, and then him and his people on the live, over 30 people. I mean, over 30,000 people in in more state in the southeasterners. He unalived his own people, over 30,000 people.
Where are you getting these numbers from, Bang?
Um, I get contact with people. I'm
Oh,
telling you the
Bang. See,
truth.
you making
No,
shit up. Bang,
no,
bang,
no,
bang,
I'm not
bang,
making stuff
bang.
up.
You're being biased, Bang. That's
No,
not true.
I'm not making stuff
Bang,
up,
that's not
Dennis.
true.
I'm not making stuff up, Dennis.
Bang. I need you to present proof right now that you're talking about IPOP. You're talking about Namdi Kanu that
Yes, exactly.
they unalive 30,000 people in Imo
Yes,
State. I need
yes.
you to show proof of that.
Okay. Let me see. Because
I
because
know you want to protect your Fula tribesmen, but Bang, that's just no, that's not
okay,
it,
okay,
man.
Dennis, check this out, right? Let's do common math, right? Common math, right? If a
Okay,
country is over, like, let's just say 220 million people, right? Over
right,
220 million people, right?
right.
You cannot tell me, mathematic wise, right, the Fulanese, right, are the one causing all the havoc.
Oh, I didn't say all the havoc. I'm saying the majority. The majority. Hold on, let me fit. The majority of the issues of Nigeria is coming from the north.
No, Dennis, I disagree.
Fact.
In Benue State, right? In Benue State, let me tell you, you have this group called the Thief, right? The Thief and I forgot the other people, right? They're the ones doing a lot of these things behind closed door. That's why I keep telling people,
Man,
Dennis,
man, you're lying. Man, you're lying. Man, you're just lying, man.
No,
Bang,
I'm
you're
not
lying.
lying.
You can mention all these other groups, Bang. Again, the issues are coming from the north.
Dennis,
the majority of the issues in Nigeria, as far as kidnapping, violence, mass murder, is coming from the north. That's just
ever heard about,
it's what it is.
You ever heard about this guy called Gentle Yahoo?
I mean, the poverty. I mean, it's just the north
You
is
ever
a
heard
problem.
about Gentle Yahoo? You ever heard a guy called Gentle Yahoo?
It doesn't matter. The majority of the issues are coming from the north, Bang.
You see, I'm giving you names, but then you telling me
You
that
can give me names. I get what you're doing. You can give me names. That's fine. I'm just saying the majority of the issues coming from the north.
No, you see, Dinus, in Africa, right? If you cannot go to your village because some people put some type of law and then unalive people, that means your village is not safe. These people that are from the Southeasterners, they know these things. They don't talk about it. I'm telling you the truth. They don't talk about it.
Why are you deflecting about Bang? I know you want to protect your Fulani tribesmen, but come on, man. Like, just come on, dude.
Dennis, you cannot say one group is the one causing all these things.
I didn't say all the problems. I didn't say all. I never said all. I never said all. I'm just saying the majority of issues in Nigeria, the north is a problem.
Okay, Dennis. Is IPOB a terrorist group? Yes or no?
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say
yes or no.
Bang. I see what you're doing, Bang. Even if they are, that does not deflect or negate the issues out of the north. Period.
Okay. Is IPOB a terrorist group?
It doesn't matter if they are or not. I mean, it does matter, but again, is Boko? You can't compare IPOB to Boko Haram and ISWAP.
No. Okay. Let me ask you a question, right? Is Boko Haram a Fulani?
I didn't say anything about Fulani. I said the north.
No. Is Boko Haram a Fulani? Like who
there's
created Boko Haram?
There's Fulani in there.
Was it created by the Fulani people?
There's Fulani in there.
Okay. No. You see, Dinus, was Boko Haram created by the Fulani? Yes or no?
There's a mix. There's Fulani.
Was Boko Haram created by the Fulani people, Dinus? Yes or no, please? No, because sometimes the issue is now Nigerian Fulanis don't speak. They don't speak. I'm telling you the truth. You go to social media, right? YouTube, TikTok and everything, right? Most of these people that give you guys the news are not Fulanis that come from the north. Most of this news that you see come from these same people that come from the south as well. These same people can't even go to their own villages as well because of what their terrorist group.
But the north is a problem in Nigeria. Okay, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, Dennis. If the north is a problem, right? How come people that are from the southeasterners, millions of them, goes up in the north and make billions of dollars every year, Dennis?
Yeah, let them go and go ahead and make their money. Yeah, they can make the money. Okay, Bang, listen. I'm gonna tell you what a Igbo man told me. If you go anywhere on this planet and an Igbo man is not there, there's no money to be made. Igbos go everywhere to make money. It doesn't matter.
Okay, Dennis. So if I leave my 5 states, right, and I go up in the north, right, but then at the same time I am making a bunch of money, what gives me the right to talk down on the north then? What gives me the right to say,
still a problem? Bang, the same way the same way Alfred Damas is here in America making money, and he'll talk down on America some.
That's not but you keep saying specifically Nigeria part is because of the north. And
the north is a problem. Bang, the north is a problem.
IPOB is a terrorist group, right?
okay, if they are, they are. But what I'm saying, that still does not negate the issues coming out. You cannot compare. I don't agree with IPOB at all, but you cannot compare IPOB to the Boko Haram, the Fulani herdsmen militants, and ISWAP. It's laughable.
No, Dennis. The Fulanis, the Boko Haram are not Fulanis. You
There's
understand me, right?
ethnic
The
Fulanis
Fulani,
in Boko Haram, bang. Stop it.
Dennis, you have even mentioned
Oh Lord,
the
there's
people.
ethnic Fulani in Boko Haram. There's ethnic
No,
Fulani in
Dennis.
Boko Haram. Yes, there
No,
are.
Dennis. No, Dennis.
So you're saying there's no Fulanis in Boko Haram?
Dennis, let me tell you something, right? I'm not
Are
going
you
to sit
saying
here.
there's no Fulanis in Boko Haram?
I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Fulanis don't commit crimes in Nigeria. Fulanis don't kidnap people. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Of course. But for us to come up here, right, and specifically name the Fulanis for all the
I
part of
didn't
Nigeria,
specifically name the
and then
Fulanis. I
you,
said in the north. There's Fulanis but there is
part of
Fulanis in
Nigeria
Boko
is
Haram.
not within the north as well. But you have never mentioned a terrorist guy that unleft over 30,000 of his own people.
There's no truth to that, bang. You're lying. And I don't like
lying,
listen, I don't support IPOB. I don't support the Biafran separatists. But there's just no truth to that, bang, unless you could provide it.
I'm not lying, Dennis.
Okay, bang. We gotta move on, bang. I gotta pass the mic. Dave the Fishing. Go ahead, and I pass the Alfred Damas.
Yes, Dennis, thank you. Thank you for having me on your show. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Nice one. Thanks for having me on the show. Yeah. Just quickly to rebuff what this the brother is saying, I'm gonna like rebuff him with going with the actual fact on ground and what is going on. And to start with, I'm a proud IPOB member. And just to say, so it doesn't look like I'm coming to defend IPOB, which of course I will do. IPOB is only designated as a terrorist group in Nigeria by an ex parte law, by an ex parte from a court. There is not a there is no parliamentary or a law putting IPOB as a terrorist group. This was done by the late President Buhari, as a political attack on the IPOB, just a way to make score. If you see, when it comes to Europe, America, and everywhere in the world, IPOB are free. They do their protests and they're not designated. That guy there saying IPOB killed 30,000 people is just paraphrasing or regurgitating what a sellout senator in Nigeria came out and said IPOB has murdered 30,000 people with no fact. We have we have Amnesty Nigeria. We have different human rights organizations in Nigeria, and none of them till this day has come to tag IPOB with anything to do with terrorism. It is true IPOB is asking for a peaceful separation from Nigeria, because you can see the kind of atrocity going on in the country. We have terrorists up north from the Fulani tribe coming from the Futajelum from the Guinea, and they've been, marauding the Sahel, causing havoc everywhere. And you can see it is in the writing. They are the ones going to different community, evading people from the Benue down to the plateau, and even down to now to the southeast and to the southwest. You have seen the atrocity everywhere. And when they arrest these people or when they interview them, it's always Fulani. So I don't know what this black man is talking about. They are the ones who are from the east side, from the Maghreb. They are the Lakurawa. They are the different terrorist factions. It's all Fulanis. But the man here is talking. We all know that during the 2015 elections in Nigeria, they had to kick out Jonathan. We know the Americans were involved because the regime changed. Goodluck Jonathan had to go to they imported these Fulani terrorists from West Africa to come and take Nigeria because for them, Usman Danfodio, their number one criminal terrorist, told them that Nigeria belongs to them. But we from the south, me as an Ijaw man from the south, from the Niger Delta, we will resist them. They know we've been resisting them since from eternity. So their madness will end in the Benue. It will not come down. Now, when it comes to the Nigerian corruption, you can see a oil tanker was seized, and you can see this is the corruption going on in Nigeria with the ruling party APC and their Fulani counterparts. Because I can guarantee you, when you investigate down, who are the people who own the oil wells and the oil wells in Nigeria? They are the Yorubas and the Fulanis. So I'll not be surprised if one of them is involved in that. In fact, you also talked about at your beginning, you showed about the news there talking about the Christian genocide. You can see that it's only one faction that is denying it. You know, I always tell the Muslims, it is up to them to come out to tell the world that they are being killed by their Muslim brothers, rather than saying there is no Christian genocide. I am not a Christian. I believe in African traditional practices, but however, I must still speak for the Christians because they are human beings. You know, we can see the killings left and right. It is done by by Muslim jihadists. And it is very, very unfortunate that unfortunately in Nigeria they don't put the pressure that you have in the West, that the moderate Muslims have to sell out their extreme Muslim brothers. But in Nigeria, it's the different. You know, they have the power. In fact, the Sultan of Sokoto recently just said Nigeria is a secular state. So he has confirmed to you, that Nigeria is a Muslim state and the Christians has to go under the Muslim. I'm not lying. The news is out there. Sultan of Sokoto saying Nigeria is a secular state. Some say it's not a secular state, so it's a religious state. So you see, the writing is in the pudding, but it's just the world is scared of, pointing out these people for what they are doing, for their atrocity. It's been in their trademark from generations. It's just because they have been doing the killings. And which, of course, the way the international politics work and geopolitics, so it seems like they are being favored a bit, and now they have hijacked the Nigerian the Nigerian military state apparatus. It's so infiltrated these days that generals are being killed, and when you investigate, you look further, it is always the Fulani. Now, when you come to the southeast, he talked about killings in the southeast. We can see that these are all state-sponsored terrorism. The Nigerian government is in himself is terrorist. And this is not being accusing the government. There are many things from the government's own doings. You can see this is a country that cannot protect our citizens, but can quickly scrap fighter jets to go to Benin Republic and save a democracy, sent from France. And it just tells you how the country is working. So, Dinas, thank you for giving me this 2 or 3 minutes to talk. But I can confirm with you that you're doing the right thing. What that man is saying is just lie. He has no fact, no evidence. I can give you articles. I can give you links to articles of IPOB's doing. What we are asking is just a peaceful separation. I cannot share the same country with terrorists. I cannot share the same country with people who think that because I believe I practice African beliefs, that means I have to be murdered. See, this is just common sense, and this is where I have problem with Pan-Africanism because we might all of us carry the melanated color, but we are very different in our ideology and in our cultures. But it's just this Pan-Africanism is forcing all of us, yoking all of us together without trying to single out every group and so we can maybe agree to come together. But the way we are forcing ourselves together like this that's why we are killing ourselves, genocide all over the place. There are too many different ideologies, and these ideologies need to be understood. People need to agree if they want to stay together. You cannot yoke me with a nomad. You cannot yoke me with somebody who hates civilization and to come and put with me. I think that is the problem, and this is where Nigeria is today. Thank you.
All right, Alfred, go ahead.
All right, thank you for having me. Can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear. Your mic.
Yeah, most definitely. The question here: should President Trump drop bombs in Nigeria? 100%. I've been calling for it. The North need to be lit up like Christmas trees, because clearly, when President Trump spoke about what is happening, these people, they came out, they started speaking. These are uncivilized people. You cannot reason with them. The only thing they understand is dropping bombs on them. Nigeria must be divided, separate themselves from these people. It doesn't matter what their tribe is, but we've clearly seen them, their ideology, how they think since from 1799, when Damfodio, went and brought, different people into that territory called Nigeria today. Their ideology is incompatible with, present day civilization. They are stuck in the 7th century. So 100%, President Trump, I implore him and the American, firepower. In fact, Tinubu have opened the gateways to let us know that America should bomb Nigeria. The question about, sovereignty is out the gate, because Benin, quote unquote, is a sovereign nation. Nigeria went in there because Nigeria has an interest to protect. They even have ground troops there. So This is about, a big guy taking out little guy. America is bigger than Nigeria and much more powerful. The terrorists have come out. We've seen them, up north. Up north is the uncivilized part of Nigeria. These people need to be bombed into civilization. You cannot reason with them. Low IQ, low education. They do not care about what is happening. No one can build a real society with them. So I don't care who cries, who doesn't like it. I believe the only way to straighten these people is to bomb them into oblivion and divide Nigeria because they are incompatible with the rest of other Nigerians. The iPod, which is the Igbo people, they should have their own country. That country needs to be divided up. In fact, the white people are already planning it. The way Tinubu is moving, I believe that's the direction, you know, Nigeria is headed into. Because if you look at what is happening right now, who wants to sit there literally and try to negotiate with terrorists? We've all seen these people coming from up north. I'm not sure what their tribes are, but I know they are Muslims, extremists, talking about Sharia. When you present to these people that, Christians have been killed, what is their answer? Oh, Muslims also have been killed. You know that you are dealing with uncivilized, barbaric people. The moment they respond that way. So it means these people are saying, oh, sure, it's okay. I mean, we're going to kill people. It doesn't matter, But the question is, a civilized people are saying, no, it doesn't matter what the person's religion is. They shouldn't be killed. Up north, they are talking about Sharia. So the condition that the United States government is giving to them, these people wouldn't be able to deviate from it, which is they shouldn't practice Sharia. These extremist laws that they have, they won't be able to deviate from it. So the time for, negotiating with terrorists, it's over. It's over. I say light them up like Christmas tree. And now Tinubu, going to Benin, that's even helping people to see that this needs to happen. And the people that are crying, talking about Africa, Africa, please, please, when you see this happen, support the United States. I 100% support these people getting bombed, whether they are, these Fulanis are a problem. They are they are destabilizing Mali, they are destabilizing Niger, they are all over the place. These are nomads. So they need to be taken out. That's my point. Thank you.
Hey, I want to say this. Let's not stereotype all Fulani.
No, not all of them, but they are the majority.
No, that is no. That is let him speak. I'm not. I know how to handle.
Okay, let me pass the mic to Io. Io, go ahead, Io. Go ahead, Io. Unmute yourself.
Yeah. How's it going, guys? Yeah.
Good.
So we just gotta be. I know it's easy to just say we want the USA to come and save us. It's never gonna happen. No one is coming to save you, and these are problems that are created by Africans, and they have to be solved by Africans. And the USA does not have a history of going into anywhere and saving anyone. They went into Afghanistan to fight the Taliban. Who is in charge of Afghanistan right now? The Taliban. They went into Syria to fight ISIS. Who is in charge of Syria right now? ISIS. So if you're saying you want them to come in and fight the terrorists and all the Islamic terrorists up north in Nigeria, there's a very good chance in 10, 15 years when, it's just been so protracted, they'll just pretty much just hand over the reins of the entire country to the terrorists forever. So just be careful what you wish for. As far as all the terrorists go, yes, I see what Bang was saying. The Boko Haram members are predominantly Kanuri. They are not primarily Fulani. They may have a couple of Fulanis in their ranks, but the Fulani are a problem. Northern Nigeria in general is a huge problem. But I would say the most problematic of all the groups would primarily be the Fulani, because they have activities in several of these genocidal groups, whether it's the what's it called, the Fulani herdsmen, who are pretty much just a cover for Islamic jihadists trying to steal people's land, whether it's Jainam, which is an offshoot of ISIS, whether it's La Kurana, this new ISIS-based group, and those are all predominantly Fulanis, and they are a problem. And from what I understand from other West Africans, they're a problem everywhere. Now, I don't know what needs to be done, but this problem is not going to be solved until concrete action is. I'm not saying they all need to be rounded up or anything ridiculous like that, but there needs to be a strong message sent. If you have one group of people causing most of the mayhem in a country and everyone wants to be politically correct by not calling them out, the problem isn't going to go away, and they're not going to change their ways for you, because that's just how they are. As far as the IPOP situation goes, they do have the potential to become a problem. Currently, they're not. They're not trying to. They're not a nuisance, I suppose. Their issue is sort of like within their own territory, even though that had somewhat mushroomed a little bit with the ongoing violence there. And I know a lot of Easterners are not happy about Nnamdi Kanu, and it's okay to change your position. I actually started out liking the guy quite a bit. He was making sense, and it seemed like his movement was logical. And then he just became super violent in his messaging. He started to command his military or his militant wing to do certain things. He called for the burning down of Lagos during a riot. He just did many things that I feel were just super emotional. He started off really strong, and he had the backing of, I don't want to say all Southerners, but outside the core Igbo group, he had the backing of a lot of Southerners, including a lot of Yorubas, until he started his violent rhetoric, and then he just lost everyone. So does he deserve to be in prison? I think so. There is still a lot of violence in the East, primarily due to his effect. They still have pockets of the East that cannot operate any businesses on Mondays. They have to sit at home. So, and his effects are pretty long-standing. He had, I don't know if it was a lieutenant or someone who tried to operate in his image, another guy in Finland, I can't remember his name right now, and he was a nuisance too. And I think the Finnish government had finally taken him to court, and he's being jailed. So yeah, we have a lot of problems in that country. I would say, if I were to assign a number, I would say at least 60% of the problems we have are from the Northerners. And out of the Northerners, I would say 80% of that is from the Fulani people. And then down south, IPOB, it's not really a problem. It does have the potential to become one, so maybe 5 to 10%. And then you just have different factions all over the place, just the general lawlessness and hopelessness and poverty and whatnot. It's pretty much just creating, just sort of like adding fuel to the fire. So yeah, as far as solutions go, I think I wasn't a huge Tinubu fan to begin with, and I know he has a lot of people who feel very strong, they have very strong emotions about who he is and what he's done in the past and what he stands for. But the writing's on the wall. This guy is decentralizing the power structure in Nigeria. It's very obvious. What he's doing, especially with the new Sixth Amendment that's supposedly trying to be blocked by Northerners, will forever change just the way Nigeria runs as a country. He's doing a lot of things And I'll be the first to say, when he was governor of Lagos, he was a huge crook. But his way of stealing isn't sort of like, going to the CBN and taking out billions of dollars like the last central bank governor we had. His would be to assign contracts to a company that he maybe has some interest in. So is that corruption? Absolutely, but it's not just wanton looting without any sort of checks and balances on him, like a lot of those northern governors or those northern leaders do. I think we should give him a chance. If this Sixth Amendment goes through, Nigeria is going to become an unrecognizable country in the next 5 to 10 years, just because of the devolution of powers. If they want to keep their Sharia sort of like Stone Age system in place in the north, sure, you can do what you want. State police, as long as you don't bring that shit down south, or you don't bring it to my land, you can do whatever you want. You try and bring that shit down south, we will have southern police or state police in place to check you, and that's really all that country needs. I tell you, the state police will immediately solve 50 to 80% of the security problems we're having. So I'll let someone else speak, but I think we're heading in the right direction. I know it's hard to see right now, but I think even people who strongly feel against Tinubu should give him a chance. If this Sixth Amendment passes, everyone's going to be singing. Everyone's going to be happy.
Let me pass it to Yed. Go ahead, Yed. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, hello everyone. Pleasure being here, Dynas. Yeah, so a lot of people have said things that are not entirely accurate. First things first is, from the inception of Boko Haram, when it was Nigerian Taliban, there was always Fulani people amongst them. Before there was even the Nigerian Taliban, the Fulanis had always, killed and maimed indigenous people. Fulanis are not indigenous to Nigeria, but they have been able to infiltrate the northern states. There are 19 northern states, and they use true religion. So now they are primarily all the kings in northern Nigeria, predominantly in these 19 states. About 80% are Fulani. And the Hausas, who are the large, population of a single ethnic group in the north, have been relegated to just servitude. There are over 300 different ethnic groups in northern Nigeria. So imagine the Hausas, based on this Islamic religion, have now been subjugated to servitude, whereby the Fulanis are now in control of their monarchs. They are now in control of their states. In the 19 states, 10 of the 19 states in northern Nigeria are currently governed by Fulani people. 10 out of 19. And so now, with regards to you can't make statements like Aya just said, like, oh, the North Sharia, this, you can't make those type of blanket statements, because there is a deeper problem where Hausa people now are beginning. I think that was one of the good things that came out of late President General Alhaji Muhammadu Buhari's tenure, was that Hausa people woke up, because there was so much. He brought in a level of impunity by Fulani, because he was a descendant of Fulani. He brought a level of impunity for Fulani people, brazen impunity, that it even shocked Hausa people. So it was under, late President General Haji Muhammadu Buhari that, the terrorist organizations actually started attacking the Hausa Muslims themselves. Prior to then, they were going after, Christian populations in the northern part of Nigeria. For instance, a good example would be Chibok. Chibok in Borno State is predominantly Christian, and that's where the whole Chibok girls, abduction happened. So, the dismantling of that Usman Danfodio ideology is really what is most important. That's the extremism that we're seeing today playing out. So if you don't stop that extremism, it will definitely keep on sipping until it engulfs the rest of Nigeria. That is something that is hundreds of years, and they always have these reboots. In the 20th century they had a reboot, but it was squashed, and then this is the reboot in the 21st century again. So it keeps on rearing its ugly head. So destroying that ideology is the first thing. Making it known that, the first ever terrorist in Nigeria was a guy named called Usman Danfodio. That would dismantle a lot of the institutions that have been put in place for this extremist ideologies that Fulani people are using to create mayhem and havoc and poverty and all these different unwelcoming and uninhabitable environments that is happening in the northern part. I mean, it's just ridiculous when you even look at the stats, the level of poverty, the almajiri systems. All of those things will be abolished, and including the Sharia law, which is basically political Sharia, because quite frankly, in the north, Sharia is only applied to the poor. It's not really applied to the wealthy and the rich. That's a reality. That's a fact. Any northerner will tell you that. I know, a lot of you are just southerners, so that probably have never lived in the north or have never had any experience with the north. That's understandable. These are the steps that Nigeria needs to do itself. So it has to dismantle the political, the economic, and the extremist ideology. Social engineer it completely out of Nigeria. And I think it will take us to do that. Doing the limited airstrikes, the quick in and out by America is just going to go after the foot soldiers, but they'll have to go after the financiers as well. That will be very important. Digging the entire security architecture. It started a bit with the removal of the Minister of Defense, but the Minister of State for Defense also has to go. NSA, there are multiple people within the government, and it's not by Tinubu's fault. It is the fact that all these decades they have been building, in fact centuries, they have been building their political base up this way. So dismantling all that will take time, yes, but the faster we get rid of it, the better for us. So yes, you have to consider that when you have statements like, oh, they should do whatever they are doing in the north, you are not immune in the south to it. Recently, they sent a letter to the southern, I think, what state was it? I think it was not Kwara, I think, was it Oshun or Ondo State, and they wanted to enact Sharia law there in Yoruba land. And then everybody started shouting. But then there were some Islamic Yoruba clerics that were applauding it and kicking against anybody yelling against it. One of the most radical Arab supremacists, extremist, Muslim cleric was invited into Nigeria after
Candace,
Trump.
can we get next people to talk, because this
Can you keep quiet?
My bad. Yeah, but 1 minute. Yeah, I gotta pass the mic to hello because we're gonna close out. You got a minute.
Yeah, but let me just land this, because I
You
was
got a
listening to
minute. Go ahead.
everyone.
You got a minute. Go ahead.
because these people are
So
specialized just to lie.
Go ahead.
There's
Yeah.
no lies that I'm saying. It is facts. This is the problem with people that don't like to listen to facts. You're being led by your emotions, and emotions don't bring solutions. Facts do. Now, you are now having, even after Trump did his whole A gun blazing, you're having Yoruba clerics and Muslim clerics inviting an Arab supremacist, an extremist, a Muslim extremist, so-called cleric, to come and give a lecture, and he wanted to give it in University of Lagos, Unilag. It was by the time he got there that, oh, they found out and they said, nope, you can't have this lecture in Unilag. This is just recent. These are the facts. And there's no IPOB that has killed 30,000 people. There is no record of that. That's a lie. And yes, it might have been Senator Odi Uzokalu that made that statement for, shock factor on live television. But everybody knows 30,000 people being killed. That hasn't happened. But when it comes to Northern Muslims, all the extremist groups in Nigeria that are actively killing and taking over people's lands are all Islamic jihadists.
Okay. Let me pass the mic to Hello. Then we're gonna close out. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hello.
Mendes, can I say something before you close out, please?
No. I got. Let me pass the Hello. Go ahead. Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, everyone. I've been watching all these unfold behind closed doors and didn't want to say anything. I was just watching it like a movie. That my dear country is in disarray and it's so disheartening, regardless of which position anyone is, be it Fulani, Igbo, Yoruba, and a citizen of Nigeria should be really worried. How did we get this wrong? How did this start? We need to actually go to the main root of these problems. How is it possible that a certain group of people, or I won't say all Fulanese, the criminal individuals, regardless where they come from in any part of Nigeria, but now the ones trying to ravage Nigeria for whatever political, economic, mining reasons, selling out a country that is giving them a roof. How can such people be able to ascertain the positions in power? How did they get there? How is it possible that someone who finished primary education and secondary education is able to get into a high position of power to wield decisions to control people who are even more educated and qualified? And these groups of people come from the north.
the
Nothing
British.
passing about my brethren. I love all Nigerians that are good people. I want every part of Nigeria to be good. I don't have problems having Fulanese in Nigeria if they behave, including Biafra. I won't say I'm Biafran, but I'm Igbo. I don't support Nnamdi Kanu 100%. I'm not ashamed of being an Igbo person. Igbos are allowed because they say they are marginalized. I suppose other parts of Nigeria are marginalized as well. So if you think you're marginalized, speak up. Igbos are shouting on top of the roof. Why can't the government listen to them? How did we get here? Nnamdi wasn't like this to begin with. I remember when the IPOBians, which I'm not a member, um, were clamoring for a separate country of theirs, and they had flags. They didn't have weapons, and they were gunned down by the government of the day. Different treatment in the north. Look at Gumi, who goes into the forest to negotiate with bandits with huge a lot of taxpayers' money. Our money going into the bushes. He knows where they are. He comes on national television to openly say things that anybody from any other part of Nigeria in the south can never say. Talk less an Igbo person. Yeah, I'm a proud Igbo person. I'm not afraid to be an Igbo, and I love my loud voice. If you care, you listen. If you don't want to listen, it's your problem. But I've got a voice, and I would use it positively for all Nigerians. If I see evil, I will speak it. I'm not going to be afraid. That is what an Igbo person is. Okay, you cannot cover an Igbo person, but we have bad ones amongst us, the Igbos. Right now, Nnamdi Kanu, if he's getting life, yeah, I believe what's good. How do you say that? What's good for the Ganda, whatever is what is good for the other, whatever. Yeah, if Gumi is working free and the sponsors of Boko Haram that have been found out, there's evidence are working free in Nigeria, and some politicians saying that Snake stole money is working free. Most of them have bloods in their hand. If you are a corrupt person, why would you judge someone else? I don't support fully what Nnamdi, some things he said, yeah? But if you're going to jail him for life, certain people, especially the so-called repentant Boko Haram that own Nigeria, should never walk free or see the light of the day. But for me now, for Trump, what is it? What is in it for Trump? Why is he suddenly interested in Nigeria? All these
To
years,
straighten you guys out.
how is it possible that he had nobody from the American president all these years haven't seen that certain people are being killed in Nigeria? Why do you love Nigeria so much, all of it? So what's
It's
going
not
on?
about love, lady. You guys can behave, so he's the big
No, please
dog.
let
He's
me
gonna
have my
come and
voice,
make you
my dear.
behave.
Let me tell you,
Okay, sorry, but
I do
he
not,
needs to get you to
do
behave.
not speak over me. I have a loud voice as an Igbo, I can tell you. And I don't want to be rude to you. Please sit still and respect yourself. Thank you. Okay. So now I'm saying the people who are sponsoring Boko Haram, if Trump has surveillance and he knows them, they have all their huge amounts of money stolen from Nigeria in banks in Europe, in America, all around the world. Seize those money, punish them. Because when you cut off the head of the snake, the body just falls. Deal with the sponsors, because if you destroy their foot soldiers, yeah, they will recruit more. They will recruit more, and their foot soldiers are uneducated. I'm not saying they shouldn't be held responsible. They can be dealt with by making a good constitutional law in Nigeria that the government will follow for Dick and Harry, for everyone across Nigeria. Nobody should ever be above the law, be it Igbo, Yoruba, Fulani. The country belongs to all of us, to everyone, okay? So I am saying if Trump is going to do it, I know he's going to get something out of it, but he should think of innocent lives are going to suffer this. He should do it properly and smartly. He should not do it the way he did in Libya and Iraq and other places. We don't want Nigeria to be destroyed. He should take off the heads of these sponsors, like Malamin now is being accused of sponsoring Boko Haram. What's happening? What's America doing about it? Does America love Nigeria so much? Why are they stopping our ship, our oil, whatever, all the way from America? Come on, how long are you going to be the police of the world? You still have shit happening in your own country and you cannot dare to solve them. Then you are going to another man's land to do stuff. Are there no Christians dying in America? One way or another? I want a just world for everyone. If he's coming there to make things straight, fine. He can get stuff out of it. I support that. But I want Nigeria to work for all Nigerians, including the Fulanis, the good ones, because we have good ones among them. Not all Fulanis are bad. And I'm not here to support them. Let there be peace in Nigeria. Nigerians come together, please, regardless of what's happening. If you see someone doing bad, be it your brother or sister, speak out and do not support crime, please. That's my voice. Thank you.
Let me say this real quick, right? If anybody has time, look, take your time, read the case of Nimri County, right? When the Nigerian government charged him. Go through the cases. You're gonna see the evidence. Not me saying it. And then for a Sonike, what is a Sonike to a Fulani? It's nothing. It's paper money. It's fake money. It's fake money. And for people to come up here and say,
You're too tribalistic. Your
hold on.
religion has blinded you, and you are so uneducated, or you're so
You
full of
spoke.
yourself.
You spoke.
You feel
You
so
spoke,
superior
ma'am. I did
above
not
all
interrupt you.
Nigerians.
Hello, let him
You
speak,
spoke.
please.
I
Let
did
him
not
speak.
interrupt you. You spoke for
Let
about
him
five.
speak.
I did not interrupt you. Not even a single once. Not even a single once.
Go
Okay.
ahead, Bang.
No, no. You have I remember Buhari told the Southeasterners, right? You could go with your states, with your 5 states. Did you guys agree to that? No, you guys did not. Because you know what? If you guys go with the 5 states, you guys will be landlocked from land and air as well. So you understand, right? So it's not like the Nigerian government did not give you guys what you guys want. You guys refuse to leave. Y'all refuse to leave. Just like I mentioned, right? Look up Sonny what you call it look up Gentle Yahoo. How many people he unalive in his own state, in his own southeastern states? Look up Nemri County, the order he gave, the people that he unalive. Look it up. Look it up. Please, people. Please, people. I'm not talking to Nigerians. I'm talking to people that are not from Nigeria that are very interested about this topic right here. Because at the end of the day, propaganda is not what the Fulani people do. You don't see us on social media making all these, blah, 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 about Nigeria. Blah, blah, blah. No. We don't do that. We don't do that. Once again, you have your own governors. You have your own senators in your own states. Fulani cannot be a governor in your state. Fulani cannot be a senator in your own state. Fulani cannot be Eze in your own state. That's your people. Your people control their states. Your people subjugated other tribes within your own 5 states as well. You don't want to talk about it as well. And then you guys go around and say, oh, we've been marginalized around Nigeria. How is it marginalized around Nigeria? Well, you guys are everywhere in Nigeria making money. Beside your own states, everywhere in Nigeria, you guys are. How's that marginalized? You guys go up in the north and build houses and make millions of dollars, even some billions of dollars. So if the north is so bad, why is y'all rich people going up there and make billions of dollars then? And then once again, you want to bring about Sharia law, right? Sharia law only means for Muslim people, not Christian people. Muslim people, not Christian people.
Yeah, you can't have your own laws.
Can I ask you a question?
Bang, you can't have your own laws in a constitutional democracy, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, Nigeria is a constitutional democracy. You can't have your own laws. That's the problem.
Ben, can I ask you a question?
No, we have to go turn by turn, guys. So let him finish talking and the next person speak.
Yeah,
please.
can I just
let him
ask
finish
him a
talking,
question?
please?
Hold on, let me read this. Hold on, let me read this super chat. Flex up 9261-499 holla. Kickoff bang from another Fulani.
Yeah, he got to go because they paid to kick him off. He gotta be quiet. This is capitalism. The man can't keep talking. Somebody paid to quiet him down, so he got to go.
No, wait, before you go.
Yeah, here's the thing, man. The Fullers, they came from
Everybody
Futa
spoke, right? We were doing
Futa Jalon in Guinea. They are the majority. They can't even rule that country. What does that tell you? What does they export terrorism? They export terrorism.
Fulani is nothing. A Sunike to Fulani is nothing.
Can I ask you a question?
Because we love you guys. That's why I'm speaking the truth. We love you guys.
This is not you talking about FBA. No, please get your FBA brain out of here. This is not about FBA. Get your FBA brain out of here. Please.
Okay, Ben, can I ask you
what FBA gotta do with this? What's FBA gotta do with this?
Wait, Ben, can I ask you a question?
Let me finish real quick, right? Real quick, right? And then people attacking Usman Danfodio, right? Usman Danfodio make books.
He's a terrorist. He is a terrorist.
He wrote thousands of books.
Ben, he's a terrorist. You're supporting a terrorist.
The Southeasterner learn how to read and write.
Ben, you're supporting a terrorist.
Usman Danfodio was the first one before your people learn how to read and write. So get that right. You guys.
Man, this dude is dangerous. He's supporting a terrorist.
Let him finish.
I'm not from southern Nigeria, by the way. Just to clarify your
everybody in
so
Nigeria.
Now, Bang, right? Bang. First things first, right? Let me ask you this question. What is this is a simple question, actually. What is the social, cultural, economic, or political value Fulani people have brought to Nigeria?
Are you asking me or you asking
Terrorism.
I'm asking
Sharia.
Ben. I'm asking no. Say everybody mute. I'm asking you, Ben. What is the social, cultural, economic, or political value Fulani have brought to Nigeria?
Simple. I will give you one thing, but there's so many of things. I will just give you one thing.
No, give
Suya.
me all the
Hold
things
on.
that can come to
I
your
don't
mind.
have to. It will, because if I give you all, it will be waste of time. I will give you just one thing. Just one thing.
Answer the
Suya.
question. Stop
Let
dancing.
him respond, man.
Suya.
Okay, take him.
Exactly. Now be quiet.
That's Hausa.
Suya,
That's
exactly.
Hausa people.
No, what do you?
Hausa
I
people.
Bang,
Suya, man.
That's
What do you?
Hausa.
What do you? Oh my God.
Bang.
No, you
Suya.
see, the problem with you guys,
Suya.
Nigerians,
Is
right?
it the cow that you guys fuck from behind?
Can
that
you
you
wait?
sell to us?
No, wait. Hello.
Did
one
this
second.
man just say
Bang.
Suya?
Bang. Oh
Yeah,
my
yes,
God.
he said Suya. He
Suya, man.
said
Are you
Suya.
joking or
Fulani
what's
is
going on?
usually cows
He said
from
Suya.
behind and they sell it to
Suya, honestly,
everyone.
man.
They
Are
don't
you
eat cows
crazy?
themselves.
Listen.
Sodomy.
Are you guys seeing? Are you
Did
guys
this
seeing
man
what the
just say
problem is,
Suya?
right? This is supposed to be an intelligent Fulani person, right?
Listen. I said
Are you
that
seeing what
as
the
a
problem
basic
is?
response. As a basic response, because every Nigerian is Suya. That's exactly I
Suya
said that.
is not even Fulani. It is Hausa. It is not
But
even
listen, guys,
Fulani.
I mean,
Where does
let's
Suya
not
come from before?
Maybe Kunu is Fulani. Maybe Kunu
Before you
is
start
Fulani.
mixing it
listen.
up. Where does the Suya come from first?
The Fulani have contributed quite a bit
Bang,
economically.
bang. Suya is Hausa. Bang. Suya is Hausa,
Where
sir.
does the Suya come first?
From the houses. From the houses.
Wait, Bang, do you think that there weren't cows and wait, Bang, 1 second. Let me ask you this question. Do you think there weren't cows, goats, and rams and stuff like that, and animals?
But that's not the
in
point. I
Nigeria
mean, they are
before
contributing
Fulani
economically. They are contributing
You
quite a
cannot.
bit with their cattle.
He's jealous
Look,
because
the Fullers don't. They don't.
cattle?
The Fullers don't even eat. They don't even eat. They don't even eat their meat.
my days,
They
man.
drink the
It doesn't
milk.
matter.
I can't
They
believe
do
you.
have.
I
They
can't
do
believe
have.
whoever
He's
said
jealous
that
because
about
you know why?
Listen. They do
His
have.
people are
They
not
do
in
have
better position
economic.
compared to the
They
Fulani.
are
That's
contributing
why he's jealous.
economically. The problem
why
with the
he's jealous.
Fulanis is their ideology. That's the problem.
That's
So
why
They are not
wait.
contributing
Communal
nada. They are
liberation,
not.
please.
One
They
more
are
thing,
not.
right?
we not.
Wait.
We not. Why you worry about us then? Why you worry about us then?
Wait,
Why
Bang,
you worry about
Bang.
us then?
because you guys
If we
guys
start-
keep on
Wait,
keep on
can
invading
we all do
people's
one
land.
Your
mic? Can we
tourist
just
leader,
do one
where's he
mic?
at? Sokoto.
Can we do
Your supreme
one
leader,
mic?
where's he at? Sokoto.
Can you guys let the lady in the house speak, please?
No, let's do it turn by turn, lady. You've already
Yeah,
spoken, please.
let
you
hold
guys
on.
have been
Hold on. Let the
speaking
lady
more than
speak. Go
me.
ahead.
That's not
Let the
fair.
lady speak. Go ahead, hello. Go ahead, hello. Go ahead,
Thank you,
hello. Go ahead.
Manalin. Yes. So I have a question for you. Like I said before, whether Fulanese came from Futajalon or wherever, as long as they live in peace with everyone in Nigeria, I do not care. But with the mayhem going on, I do not support that, and I want Sharia be gone. Nigeria is a secular state. So my question for you is, I've seen a video where a nomad was shagging a cow, and they don't even eat this cow. Since that day, I stopped eating beef. So tell me how that is healthy for Nigerian economy. A lot of Nigerians know this.
Guys, keep
And some people have said they don't want to eat cow meat. Even some
Hold on.
parts
Can
of
you repeat that?
Yoruba were saying, well, 1 minute. Some part of Yoruba were saying that they're gonna start eating what's that, goats instead of cow.
Let's keep
So
keep
can you tell me
keep the conversation
how
elevated,
a cow
please.
and now use it for suya for people?
Let me handle you.
Don't handle me. Speak to
No.
me
Let me
respectfully.
handle you.
Don't
Let
do
me
not
handle
handle me.
you.
Can't handle me.
Exactly. Now, you wanna say all these things, right? Your people are cannabis. Your people eat people.
You see, you
Your
opened the
people
door. You shouldn't. Why did you open that door?
Netanyahu.
Yeah. We got it. Let's start.
He was
Dennis,
can I speak?
I mean, you literally opened that door for him.
Hold on.
I don't know why you would do that.
Okay to talk about
I asked
everything.
a simple question.
He was a
wait,
cannabis.
Diners, one mic and Bang.
He said Suya. He said
He said
Suya.
3 years already
He
answered
said
that.
Suya is Hausa.
You guys Stop.
Suya
Stop.
is
Come on.
Hausa.
Stop. It's Hausa. Suya
Okay,
is Hausa.
cattle.
Now,
They rear cattle.
Suya
That's an
is
economic.
Hausa.
That's an
The
economic
cattle
contribution.
has been in Nigeria for
Yes, but I mean,
thousands of
they
years before
pretty much
there
run
was
the
a
cattle.
single Fulani in Nigeria. So
But
you
they
can't
run the
even blame
cattle
because
industry
cattle,
currently. I think we
cattle
all
is
know
all
that.
over Nigeria. So
You
let me
cannot
reiterate
get
the
cattle without the
question.
suya. What are you
Wait,
talking
and
about?
Where is
bang,
the cow
bang,
milk?
What are
bang.
you talking
I
about?
thought
Where
you
is
would
the
have
cow
mentioned
milk?
Fulani is
It's
a
more
cow.
Kunu
important.
What
Dununu.
are you trying
Kunu
to say?
Dununu.
Which Fura the
Bang,
Nunu?
bang. Can I?
Fura, yeah, that's it. Fura the Nunu. That's
Wait,
correct.
wait. Everyone, 1 second, 1 second. And bang, let me reiterate the question. Probably you should give us a second answer. What social, cultural, economic, or political value have Fulani brought to Nigeria?
Nada.
Don't say suya. Say
This guy.
nada.
No. You see, nada, right? Okay. Look at
No. Everyone mute. Let's listen to Bang.
Look
Let
at
him tell us.
look at Barari, right? Barari had the best
Just
infrastructure
answer
in
the
Nigeria.
question. Stop
Barari
dancing.
had the best
Answer.
infrastructure in Nigeria. Barari had the best infrastructure in
Excuse me?
Nigeria.
Oh my God.
Don't come up here and act like if
Excuse
you
me.
Okay, can the next person speak now? Because he's had more than 10 minutes for himself. Like,
No.
let's just pass him out.
Guys, calm down. These are Fulani people. You have
Guys,
to
stop
take
ganging up on this guy. Let someone else speak.
let them
Yeah,
come, let them come,
let's
let them come, let them come.
Look, he's a bad representation for
He's
Fulanis.
not helping himself, though.
I know a lot of good Fulanis, great Fulanis.
Nothing to a Fulani.
He's the he is an extremist. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Hold on, can I speak?
Have a heart attack, man. Calm
Hold
down,
on,
please.
Diners, can I have a moment?
To a Fulani.
Hold on, guys.
Wait, 1 second.
Hold on, guy.
Bang,
Hold on. Alfred Diamonds, you got a minute. We gotta go.
Okay, thank you. Here's the thing, man. Clearly, the man, I'm glad you'd ask him a question he can't answer. The Fulanis, like he's a bad representation of them. I know a lot of good Fulanis. They came from Fuda Jalon, present day Guinea. They can't even be president in that country. Okay, so he's asked what positive things they brought to Nigeria. He even have to steal Hausa food to say suya. I'm around a lot of Fulanis. They don't eat the cows. They don't know how to even cook it. They drink mostly the milk and what they call lacheri. So this man cannot be taken serious. He is supporting a terrorist, Usman Damfodio, who in Nigeria imported this other terrorist to terrorize houses who were already Muslims. But to him, he was saying they are not even real Muslims. Right? He terrorized them. So this is why he's having a hard time even being able to present what positive things. If you look at it, like Yorubas have, large population. You have Igbo. Do you think Yorubas are only in Nigeria?
No.
The place Sierra Leone you're seeing, even Gambia, Yorubas are everywhere. Why are people able to easily live with Yorubas? They've been moving around. How come nobody accused them of being terrorists? How come nobody ever accused them of that? They are all over the place. Even like I said, even Hausa, they are all over.
Who are Muslims,
right? So how come no, the reason why I'm even giving the Yoruba as example, because you like to move to the south. Plenty of people in Gambia, they have Yoruba ancestry. They've lived there, Sierra Leone, other places. They've never been accused of this. How come? They are all over in these places.
Hausa is a better example because Muslims.
Yeah, and this suya he's talking about, like I grew up from the country where he came from, Sierra Leone. The people that make that suya when I was growing up, those are Hausas. It's not Fullers. It's Hausas that make the suya.
You sound slow. Without the cow, you cannot make suya. Are you
what?
Are you up and
so
down?
So Hausas don't have cows.
Did Fulani people invent the cows?
You cannot make suya.
Did Fulani people invent cows, goats, and rams?
Hold on, bang. Let me ask you. Hold on, bang.
Invent cows, goats, and rams. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Hold on, bang. Let me ask you this, bang.
No.
Are Fulanis the only ones that have cows? Is that what you're telling us?
To a Fulani.
That's
Hold
like
on.
you comparing to
Okay, fine.
Australians
Hold
are
on.
nothing. Just
Hold
like
on.
Igbo.
Afro,
Hold
Igbo's
on.
Afro,
nothing
Hold
ask
on.
for
him
Fulani.
if they
That's just
invented the
facts.
cow, the
Hold
goat,
That's
on,
just
and the
Bang.
facts.
rams.
Hold on, Bang. Let me ask you
That's
this,
just
Bang.
facts.
So, Bang, are you telling
That's
us
just facts.
here?
Now,
Are you going to go on
when you
record?
describe this
Are
person that talks
Fulanis
like
the
this,
only ones? Hold on. Are Fulanis the only ones that
No,
have
Afro,
cows?
ask him if Fulanis invented
Yes.
cows, goats, rams, and sheep
Yeah.
on the
Yeah. Tell
African
us, Bang.
continent.
Did they invent that, Bang?
If you come out on the 31st, I'm warning everybody you're going to
Bang,
die.
answer the question. Did Fulanis invent cows and
Allow me to,
livestock?
on the 31st, if you come outside, you will die.
Oh, he's not even
Still talking
answering.
about
This is taken out of context. This is taken out of context. This is taken out of context to
Honestly,
demonize the IPOB movement.
this guy is a bad representation of like Fulani people. We are speaking about, people who are terrorists. So he's coming here speaking as if to represent that it's all Fulani people, which is completely wrong. I've seen videos of people in Nigeria who are Fulanis who are against these people. They feel like they've been held hostage by these people. It's just like how Ilhan Omar, being a criminal, but holding all the Somalis hostage to her criminality. If you go after them, they're like, oh no, you're coming after me because I'm this. They want to act like, you're attacking a group. This guy is not a Nigerian Fulani. The closest he came from Sierra Leone. He came from Fuda Jalon in Guinea. Guinea. They are the majority there. They can't even rule in Guinea. Just ask yourself, how come they can't rule in their majority country? And once he said he supports Danfodio, you guys should know exactly, where this guy's mindset is. Danfodio is worse than Bin Laden. This guy needs to go read books. Danfodio is worse than Bin Laden. And you have Sheikh Umar Futi or Omar Tal, who literally was going around West Africa, who's a student of Danfodio, just deleting people. He helped the French control a lot of territories. Read up on him, Sheikh Umar Tal. So when you see these guys coming propping this, they hide behind that Fulani thing. But the honest truth is, we've been seeing they've been the mercenaries. Back in the days, they called them that. But today, terrorists, Mali, Niger, Cameroon, northern Nigeria. I mean, we're seeing, Mauritania, we're seeing a pattern. So we got to call it out.
Hey, Alfred, I got to close out. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time, Dynasty Mirror, search for Huru. Peace.
Thanks, Dan.
Danfo offers unparalleled, curated, and bespoke tours across Africa for travelers seeking genuine cultural experiences, enriched with magnificent sights, sounds, and flavors found on the continent. Each trip is reliably curated to ensure visitors are gifted with an immersive and authentic adventure. Whether you find yourself strolling along the charming white sand beaches of Sierra Leone, feasting on the mouth-watering delicious foods in Senegal, observing or partaking in various aspects of the Isheshi traditional system Ifa native to Yoruba land, Nigeria, with Danfo, you will rediscover a fulfilling sense of kinship to the true heart of the motherland, her communities. Our core values focus on integrity, quality, safety, and sustainability. We are uniquely committed to assisting with the advancement of African infrastructure and promoting African businesses, so both travelers and the communities they visit receive beneficial exchanges. At Danfo, we understand the importance of connectivity, and we have created a model which provides bespoke experiences based on your passions or hobbies. With us, expect a long-lasting spiritual bond between you and your destinations. Live, love, Danfo, Africa. To learn more, visit danfo.africa.